Morning traders, Nick Messenger and Market Tea Leaves here to bring our daily market buys video for Monday, May 13th. It's approximately 6:10 a.m. on the East Coast. We will take a look at the overnight session in Asia. Asia traded lower, mainly lower, with the exception of the Hang Seng Exchange, which traded up somewhat. However, some of these exchanges are trading into negative triple-digit territory. Currently, right now in Europe, and this current ongoing Europe is open trading. All Europe is trading to the downside, with the exception of the London FTSE Exchange, which was up fractionally at this particular point. Now, if we were to take a look at more correlation as it stands, US dollar is trading lower. The bonds, however, are trading higher. The S&P, Nasdaq, Dow Jones Industrial Average all point to a lower open. Gold is trading lower. And crude oil is trading higher. Now, if we were to take a look at economic news we have in the docket today for U.S. markets. I really only have one report that's out at 9:10, and it's basically an FOMC member speaking. Other than that, there really isn't anything driving the U.S. markets news-wise or economic news-wise today. All this being said, our bias is neutral. Now, you might be asking, well, how could you have a neutral bias when it's very clear that the indices themselves are all pointing to a lower open and a much lower open? Well, very simply because it doesn't appear to be very much in the way of correlation, and I'll explain. What we're seeing is the U.S. dollar trading lower. In theory, what we ought to be seeing is the U.S. dollar trading higher if the markets are going lower. This tells me that there's some kind of anomaly, or people aren't exactly sold on the idea of a short being sustainable. The other aspect that may come out to play, or may happen today, is we could have a sudden announcement that all of a sudden there's a trade agreement between China and the U.S., and now all of a sudden the markets reverse or flip, if you will, and go sky high. I mean, that's certainly a possibility as well. In addition, we're not seeing correlation between the U.S. dollar and the bonds. The U.S. dollar is trading lower, the bonds are trading higher. This is not correlated. Also, gold is trading lower. Now, in theory, what should be happening is gold should be trading higher, because the risk factor involved with gold would be to say that it should be going higher if, in fact, the markets are going lower. I'm not necessarily convinced that everybody buys into this. I think that it's very clear that it's probably going to open lower. Will it stay that way? Well, time will tell. But from a correlation perspective, it doesn't appear that way. Hence, a bias is neutral, which means the markets could go in any direction today. Could this change? Absolutely. Anything is possible in a volatile market. Thanks. Hope this helps. Look forward to the next time with you.